welcome to our training series. This is pretty much going to be our first training series, which will put you on the right track of how to invite, how to build your list, how to follow up, and also how to have a professional, personal Facebook account or page. First of all, this training, there's no guesswork, there's no useless talk, meaning that whatever you're going to learn with us here today, you can take it from here and implement it. If you need more information, if you need more training on these subjects, please feel free to reach out to me. We are an international team. We are a structured and systematic team. We know exactly what we do, and you can see that from the training that you're about to see now. So let's get started. So before we get started, a little bit about me. My name is Ayman Badr. I started my journey with network marketing in February 2008. Been in over 5 network marketing companies since I started, and I'm a retired planning and quality engineer since October 2015, and became a full-time network marketer, professional network marketer ever since. I attended many paid courses and events in network marketing for great coaches such as Eric Worre, Jim Rohn, and Ray Higdon. I'm a founding member of an elite network marketing group or paid group called Rank Makers, created by Mr. Ray Higdon. Why am I telling you this? I wanted to let you know who you're actually listening to and why you should listen to what I'm going to tell you right now. All my experience, all what I'm going to teach you today has been in a way generated or taught by those great coaches and leaders inside of our industry. And why I said paid courses and events, because anybody can have free stuff, free training, free coaching, but when you get into paid coaching, paid trainings, you know exactly what you want, you're more specific, and you're getting the value that you really need, because you are in a way spending that money in order to gain new knowledge, and in a way like a targeted knowledge. That's why all the information that you're about to see is a pretty much combination of all those 3 beautiful and amazing gentlemen inside of our business. Well, what are we going to learn today? This is pretty much an introduction to prospecting and marketing training. The purpose of this training is to make it as simple as possible for you to understand the basics to kick out your business today, professionally and simply. What are we going to learn in brief today? Well, first of all, we're going to learn how to build your active candidate list, or as known as the contacts list. A lot of people, a lot of uplines just go and tell their new members, go ahead, build your list, and just let them to it. And of course, the new member, if they didn't have any experience in that before, they would get confused. Today, you will learn exactly how you can build your list in an easy way. The second thing is how to effectively invite people to your business, your products, without being pushy or salesy. Very important, because in our business, we are not in a convincing business. We are in a sorting business. We're trying to see who's open, and you will see that in our training. The third thing we're going to talk about is how to professionally do your follow-ups. We have a saying inside of network marketing, which is the money in the follow-up. It's actually basically the most important part inside of your business, to learn how to follow up with your prospects, with your customers, so you can have a sale, so you can close the sale, or you can have a new member with you on the team. Last, we're going to learn how to build your professional Facebook profile for marketing purposes and basic marketing skills. This is very important, that will prevent you from spamming, from falling into mistakes that I have fallen before I started learning from the gentleman that I have told you about, with Eric Worre, Ray Higdon, and Mr. Jim Rohn. So let's get started. Now, our system has three main elements: structured and successful, to give you a structured and successful prospecting. The first one is the contacts list building, okay, which is the active candidate list, the first one that I told you about. Second one is the invitation, the order of invitation and follow-up, and the third is the closing. With those three elements of that system, I guarantee you, if you master them, if you just follow what we are going to teach you today, I guarantee you success. You just have to be consistent and patient. So let's start with the first one. Let's create our list. How to create your list. How can you have an easy list to start with, and in a way to approach and contact? Well, first of all, you need to have what we call a memory jogger, something that will freshen up your memory, so you can start writing down the names, all the names that you know, that you might be even missing, if you just keep those names in your mental list. Because this is the mistake that a lot of network marketers fall in, which is having a mental list. Like, okay, I know this guy, I know this guy, I know this girl, and you just keep those names in your mind, on your mind, and you never put them on a piece of paper. What happened is that you actually forgot a lot of names that you could have contacted and see if they're open. So how can you freshen up your memory? How can you have what we call this memory jogger? Well, there are those are very easy categories that you can follow, that you can think about when it comes to thinking about who do you know inside of those categories. Okay, the first one is the relatives. You can have a list of relatives. Just write down your relatives with their contact numbers. By the way, no judgment. You do not judge or prejudge the ones or the names that you're writing down. You just write down whatever name that comes on your mind or you can see in your list. That list can be on your phone. It can be your Facebook friend list. Any list that can exist at your disposal. Okay. The second one is the doctors, dentists. You might have maybe had a card, business card from a doctor. Maybe you have dealt with a doctor. Maybe you had a friend who's a doctor or a dentist. Also, a real estate agent, a neighbor, co-workers, people you would like to work with. I mean, there are people, of course, that you admire, or you can see that they're maybe smart people that you would love to contact, right? Write them down. People also that you work out with, people that you go to the gym and you meet every day and they work out with you. Write them down. Write their names down. If you don't have their numbers, fine. Just write the names down, and you can contact them later on, maybe face to face. We'll teach you how to do that. People that are interested in health and better health. There are a lot of people who are concerned about their health. A lot of people that would love to live a better life, live in a better health. Okay, having a better health. People also who are interested in earning or adding extra cash or income, or becoming financially or time freedom. Okay, time freedom. This is very important. There are people who already have the money, but they don't have the time freedom because they are so much dipped into the their business and maybe their jobs. They don't have the time to spend with their loved ones, with their families. They need an option to have a time freedom. Also, those people can be on your list. So this is a very simple memory jogger. You can think about each and every category of this, and you can write them down. Okay, how can you do that? This is pretty much a sample of how your list can look like. You can have that, or you can, I don't know, you can take a screenshot. If you want me to send you that document, please feel free to reach out to me, contact me. If you're watching on YouTube, contact me through the contact information below the video in the information section. So, back to the contact list, or the active candidate list. By the way, why we call it active candidate list? Because we constantly add people to the list. I know you would tell me, but hey, Ayman, I only have a limited number of people that I know, so how can I add new people? You will learn that also with us. We will teach you, or I will teach you how you can constantly add new people to your list, but that will be in another training, okay? So, the list should, of course, consist of your name, the name of the contact. How do you know the contact? Very important that you would put that on your list. Please, please, please write it down. Write those information down, or if you want to have maybe an Excel sheet, a notepad, whatever tool you want to use, please write those information down. Don't have it in your mind. Don't have a mental list, okay? So, put there or write down there, how do you know them, okay, where do you know them, whatever information that can help you remember exactly how did you first talk to them, or maybe the type of relationship that you have with them, okay? Their telephone or email address, okay? Also, you can put here, if they're a Facebook friend, you can actually put in their maybe profile link, so you would go back to. And then, starting from here, this is when you start taking action. This is where you fill in the actions, okay? The date of contact, when you're first contacting them. This will help you when we teach you how to start reaching out to people and invite them. I mean, your prospects, to invite them, okay? And this column where you have the comment, about, if you sent them a tool, if you sent them to a presentation, online presentation, or maybe an event, this is where you put in that kind of comment. And then you can put in the date on the next exposure, because you always have to set the next exposure date when you talk to somebody. We don't usually expect that from the first time we talk to somebody they join up. Usually we go from exposure to another exposure, so it's very important that you always set the next date. This is something also that we will teach you later on, okay? So this is how it is, and in the end, the result, whether they will tell you yes, we're in, or they will tell you no, this is not something that is a fit for you, and it is completely fine, and we'll talk about that as well, okay? So this is how you build your active candidate list, how you build your contacts list. Simple and easy. You don't need to put all the people from the first day on your list. I will tell you another easy way to start off. Aside from just having this memory jogger, next to that memory jogger, actually, you can start with your best 10 and the easiest 10 within your 24 to 48 hours. Only best 10 and easiest 10. Okay, it's simple. Meaning that those who would trust you, those who loves you, those who would, in a way, would like to be around you or would like to listen to you, those are your best 10 and easiest 10. Okay, those who whenever you can reach out to, or you will reach out to, they would appreciate you being reaching out to them. Okay, so make it a mission to find at least 2 distributors or 2 customers from this group, because we're looking not only for members to join your team, also we're looking for customers, because a lot of times we see customers become potential distributors after they use the products and feel the power behind those products. Okay, so if you don't feel confident in approaching these people by yourself, let your upline reach out or help you reaching out to them. He will give you the guidance, he will tell you exactly what to do, he will give you the confidence and even sort them out for you. Okay?